What's going on, you guys? It's your Huggable Hipster here, and welcome back to another episode of Psychologically Gaming. You guys, I'm excited about today's episode. Also a little hashtag nervous because I don't know how this episode is going to go over, so don't mind me while I try to mentally figure out my way through this while I'm talking with you guys. I didn't prepare notes for this one because I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a rant style conversation with this kind of topic because I think that it's better that you guys know that where my frame of mind is whenever I'm thinking about how to prep for these kinds of topics, because a lot of psychologists who might watch my videos on the off chance, they probably think that that's so unprofessional. Like, why are you not doing notes before you do a psychologically gaming episode of all things? Like, you have to be accurate with this kind of stuff. But I kind of feel like you can put your own twist on it, and that's the fun of, you know, these kinds of episodes where I can put my own twist on it. Even though I do integrate a lot of like psych terms and all that kind of thing, I could still, like, you know, be like, hey, you know, I think this, or I think that, or at the last minute I can insert something, you know, that I think that this character might have. But overall, it's going to be very interesting to see how you guys take this episode that we're doing today, as you can tell by the title. So in today's episode, we are going to be talking about Fall Guys. Yep, that very popular, annoying game that came out. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Now, I have not played Fall Guys. I have not dived into it. I have not become addicted to it because God knows I'm going to be addicted to it if I start playing it. Just like Animal Crossings, I swear, that has entrapped me. It has encaged me. It has made me a slave to the terraforming. With Fall Guys, the first thing that I instantly thought about was Hocus Pocus. No, seriously, I thought about Hocus Pocus. It reminded me of when Winnie, the one witch in Hocus Pocus, she said, dance until you die. The phrase dance until you die really reminisces with the entire concept of Fall Guys, because you're doing an action repeatedly over and over and over again, which could probably be deemed as insanity. It actually is the exact definition of the word insanity, doing the same action over and over again, expecting different results. And that's what this game is. It literally is insanity, because you are racing, you're trying to beat a certain time, or you're trying to like get to a certain point in the game. I've never played the game before, so bear with me. Up to 60 players compete in matches with a battle royale style gameplay. Players represented as jelly bean-like figures, which for those of you who have seen what's inside the jelly bean of Fall Guys, it's terrifying. And by terrifying, I mean utterly adorable, because I love terrifying things. Anything that is creepy, I find it absolutely freaking adorable. Continues on saying that you move around a three-dimensional playing field with additional moves such as jumping, grabbing, climbing, or diving to assist gameplay. The aim is to qualify for subsequent rounds by successfully completing each of the randomly selected mini-games. This is where the psychology comes in, because a lot of battle royale type style games are like this, and I find it really fascinating how they all have the same premise. You have to knock out other players in order to get to a qualifying round, which it blows my mind, honestly, that's the way a game platform is designed, consciously or unconsciously. It's really interesting. The reason why that ties into everything is because you are then yourself. You are implementing, and you are always putting yourself into a game. That's one of the reasons why I like, you know, these types of battle royale style games, like Fortnite, pretty much, of where you can design your character, you can make it possible so that you are the character, you are put into that space as much as humanly possible, because people do not like a game nowadays unless it's modifiable, unless you can put as much of you in it as possible. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things of where, like, we want things to be so personalized and so just us that we don't want to just play, oh, this random character, oh, this, oh, that. Back in the day, you couldn't really modify your characters at all, honestly. It was really like a mind-blowing thing that you could, I think at some point, modify your dresses and your outfits and your hair. Whenever The Sims came along, that was freaking revolutionary, to be able to personalize a game character, to be able to have that in a world where you were literally the game character that you were playing. It was really interesting. And I'm seeing so much more of this now. I'm seeing so much more of the personalizations. I see so much more of people claiming their identity in a world of where I feel like we kind of feel lost at the moment. So I feel like a lot of these games, especially, are helping the younger youth finding their purpose and their identity as far as the online social media goes. egos. To tie back to my original point of where I was comparing it to where Winifred said, dance until you die, the psychology behind Fall Guys, through my ramblings and through my rantings, is that you are doing the same action over and over again, expecting a different result. Are you expecting that you are going to die? Are you expecting that you are going to die? In most cases, no, but I think in the back of most people's heads, they realize that there's a good chance on one of these platforms I'm not going to make it to the qualifying round. And that's where I feel like this kind of need to keep going and keep going and keep going comes in, of where the person, even though it becomes kind of ragey, I hate using that word, but it becomes kind of ragey to the point of where, like, even though the person is like, oh, I've had enough, I don't want to do this, but I keep doing it anyway. It's kind of like this sick need of where we feel like we have to have the last word. We have to be right. We have to do this to, suffice and quell our own ego inside. And we have to keep going. We have to keep like trying to survive and qualify and do it over and over and over again. Why? Because we are trying to satiate the id's need to be right. The id is a self-serving, self-gratifying piece of crap that only feeds on animalistic principles. It doesn't do anything beyond the need of itself, which is why most of the times it's subconscious. It's all the way back there where people don't really think of it. Then, however, the superego has to come in and just be like, bruh, just slap the crap out of the id and just be like, take it easy. Take it the frick easy, okay? This is not World War III. We're not battling for like a republic right now, okay? Just take it easy. I'm always going to compare now Hocus Pocus to Fall Guys, because it really is comparable, especially that one part. Like I said, dance until you die. You really are dancing until you die. You are in this constant state of doing something over and over and over again until you're like, I feel beat. I feel like I am no longer a person. I'm a shell of a person. Like, that's how I felt. This is going to sound so terrible. That's how I felt playing, Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. I was doing it over and over and over and over again until I was just like, you know what? I've had enough. I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to torture myself. I'm going to play at it until I know that I can just do it little by little by little. But each time I enter into the game, I'm just a shell of a hipster. I'm just, something that once was. Which I have a love-hate relationship with the game. I have a love-hate relationship with Getting Over with Bennett Foddy, because I see the philosophy behind it. I see what Bennett Foddy is trying to do with the game. Everything is intentional within that game. You gotta remember this, you guys. Anytime a game is developed, there is nothing that is not intentional. Everything is intentional. So that's today's Psychologically Gaming. I'm not too sure how this went over, considering the fact that I didn't write a script for this beforehand, when normally I usually do write scripts for these beforehand. We want more of this, or if you're like, no, Ariel, stick to the scripts, you're no good ad-lib. But if you guys like my face and what I do, please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell down below, because I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and double uploads on Friday. Today's second upload of the day is a cover from Amy Lee called Speak to Me. Very nervous to put out this cover, not gonna lie. I'm always nervous with any cover that I put out, but especially Amy Lee, because that's some big shoes to fill. But also, if you go down in the description below, don't forget to check out my Amazon list where you guys can get some really cool gear. I'm gonna be adding more gear to that later this week probably, so you guys can see some more updates, see what's going on down there, maybe get yourself a little something. But that's it for me, you guys. Stay casually nerdy, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
Thank you.